What's going on, famous entertainer, motivated, educated, Lucky Murray, back with another Gamecock with high school sports update. Today, we're speaking about high school football, especially in Columbia, the Midlands-area. Gray Collegiate out of West Columbia is in the news right now in the South Carolina High School League because of teams not wanting to play them. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. But before I go any further, here's what I need you to do. If you like the content, please join my newsletter. That is what I'm pushing. Please join it. Every week you'll get updates as far as some things that I got going on, just to let you know exactly what it is I'm doing. Sometimes YouTube doesn't let you know exactly when I drop. So the more important videos that I want you to see, check it out. And also stay tuned to everything I'm doing next. I got a couple of surprises for you guys. But if you can't do that, here's the free stuff. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. They're like, excuse me, every time I drop a video, then 3, share the video, helps out a ton. So let's get into this, man. So let's read this article. I seen this today at work, and I wanted to kind of break it down for you guys because, as you guys know, tomorrow is high school football. So on the channel, we're going to dedicate Friday nights to high school football. We're going to try to do a live stream tomorrow. And we're going to talk about the scores. We're going to talk about different things like that. But I want to talk about this Gray Collegiate out of West Columbia. So let's talk about this real quick, right? Gray Collegiate will be able to find replacement opponents if teams from its region in 2A forfeit games against the War Eagles in football or any other sport during the 23-24 season. The SC High School League Executive Committee voted 10-2 Monday in favor of allowing any team facing a region game forfeit in any sport to replace it with another opponent if one could be found, and without penalty. Historically, a team that is awarded a win because of a forfeit cannot play another game in its place. As many as 6 Midlands-area teams could forfeit their scheduled games against Gray Collegiate in football, viewed as their way of taking a stand on fair play and competitiveness balance concerning regarding charter and private schools that are SCHSL members. These forfeits could spill over into other sports as well. Fairfield Central, Newberry, Mid-Carolina, and Eau Claire, that's my alma mater, all put TBD next to Gray on their 2023 football schedule posted on social media. Newberry and Mid-Carolina, which is Mid-Carolina and Newberry, are the two schools in the Newberry County area, are in region football only. No decision to forfeit any of these games had been finalized or announced as of Monday afternoon. If region teams forfeit their games against Gray and it cannot find any replacement, the program's last region regular season game would be September 8th against Camden. Good God. Monday executive committee meeting was called specifically to address a section of the SCHSL Constitution that says no school will be forced to compete in any activity of the league, but a school fielding a team shall play the teams required by the region. The committee was asked to interpret the clause and whether or not it penalizes should be considered on either side of the situation about a forfeit. And though Gray Collegiate was not mentioned by name before the vote was taken, almost 2 hours after the meeting began, it was implied and allowed it, I think, to several times that the special meeting, Monday meeting, was related to the impending showdown in Region 4 2A regarding what amount of predetermined forfeits. So we're going to stop right there, man. Okay, let's read this right here. The ongoing issue of competitive balance and fair play involves charter and private schools at the 1A, 2A levels were discussed throughout Monday's meeting. Critics say the charters that are sports-focused build powerful teams and have advantages with how they build their athletic rosters. These schools also have dominant state championships in recent years in the smaller SC classification, which is true. During the spring season, a total of 9 soccer and softball games were canceled after teams from Keenan, Fairfield Central, Eau Claire chose not to play against Gray Collegiate. Green told the state after Monday meeting that he would talk with his coaches and that a formal decision would be made and communication to Gray as soon as possible on whether Fairfield will play the War Eagles in any fall sports. Right? So, I know there was a lot, guys, but let's keep going because I think a lot of that is important. And we have to understand one thing, right? We have to understand one thing. When it comes to football, especially with these charter schools, right? They're not only recruiting and they're building an athletic base program. I know the numbers are small because let's say they have a 300 to 400 enrollment. That would classify them like 1A or 2A. The problem is that the quality of athletes they're getting doesn't outweigh a regular school. Like let's say Eau Claire. I came from Eau Claire, graduated from Eau Claire, lived in the area for years, right? We have to pull from, and when I say we, I mean Eau Claire, have to pull from that. I'm sorry, guys, my doggone microphone keep falling. We have to pull from the Monticello, Fairfield Road, part of North Main. If you go down 321, that's Crane Forest. You got Lincolnshire that's in the back of Crane Church Road. You got if you go down to down Monticello Road, you got Dennis Terrace, I believe that's the name. It's a lot of smaller area to pull from, and you have to take those guys that you pull from and develop a team. Not only that, you do have not charter school, but choice schools where let's say a kid that's zoned for Eau Claire but can go to Keenan, he may choose to go to Keenan, and that's a kid that Eau Claire loses, and or whatever school he chooses to go to. On top of that, you have a charter school that has the best facilities, has the best coaches, and they're dominating. In this age and generation, kids want to win, and they don't want to build something. They just want to go plug in and win. And you're competing at the 2A level, which is probably one of the lowest levels in South Carolina classification. So how is it fair that if you got like Eau Claire, I'm going to use them for example. Eau Claire made it to the third round of the playoffs. They played Gray Collegiate. Gray Collegiate had 4 to 5 D collegiate players. I think they had 2 D1 players on their team. The rest of those guys were low majors or D2 commits. How's that fair that you're a 2A school building a powerhouse when it comes to basketball, playing in a smaller division? So you can say, yo, we have won these state championships. I think the competitive balance is unfair, and I truly believe that these teams need to be in their own classification or let them play at the highest level of competition regardless of school size. Gray Collegiate should be playing in 5A. No question asked. Let them play against those big schools that have a bigger pool to pull from when it comes to talent. And let's see if they can hold their own if the South Carolina League is going to allow charter schools to have the same rights and privileges as public schools. I think it's baloney. I think it's hogwash. I love the fact that these schools are standing up for themselves and saying, listen, man, it's not fair. If it's a foregone conclusion that when we go out there, we're going to get killed because we cannot go out and recruit. We have to work the areas that we're given. Same thing with Fairfield Central. Fairfield Central got to recruit that Winsboro area. They can't go out and get a kid from Columbia to go down to Winsboro, right? They can't get a kid from Rock Hill to come all the way down to Columbia to play. We can't do that. So how is it fair for Gray Collegiate, which, by the way, started in 2014 and has won, I think, 3 of the last 4 state championships when it comes to basketball? I think they did the same thing in football in 2A. How do you just jump on the scene and within 10 years you are a dominant player when it comes to these things? Because you have the best facilities and kids want to go where they're winning. If they was in 5A and weren't winning, they wouldn't be as attractive, if that makes sense. But I'm just speaking. Y'all let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Do you think that this is fair? Right in the comment section below. Also, man, join that newsletter. You won't be surprised. And also, like the video. Have I told you to like the video? But once again, it's entertaining, motivated, educated. Please don't forget all 3. Lucky Murray back with another game, high school sports update. Y'all let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. But like always, till next time, people.